Good girl.
Alright, let's go find the other one. Cuckoo. Ita, it's getting pretty cold to have the door open now. October. They don't care. Okay.
Alright, bye-bye. Stay.
Stay. Good girl.
What's been going on, guys? Last time we saw you, we were up to a glacier in Italy in the height of summer, complaining that it's hot. And since then, it's been 2 months.
It's now beginning of October. We're in a forest in the UK.
Yes, surprise! We made the decision. We are back to the UK. And there's a bit of a smudge on you.
Better?
Sort of. Some of you may have noticed that we have been somewhat quiet on social media, and our release schedule has been sputtering. So we got some messages from you guys, from some of you, asking us if we're okay. So we're here to catch up and answer that.
TLDR, we're fine and healthy, we're just taking it easy.
Yes.
There we go.
So, like anyone who's human, any job, any task, any project can just overwhelm you eventually, and you just need a break from it. And we've been doing about 5 to 6, no exaggeration, 5 to 6 projects at the same time. So yeah, that can get a bit much. If you have been following our journey along for some time, you will know how long the van build took, how the move-in process has been going on. By the way, we've been living in the vans full time for 7 months.
It's been 7 months. Yeah, it's actually 7 months now.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think I said it? So things are settling. However, there are things that we need to work out. So basically, let's try and make sense in what we say.
Make sense. Let's try and make sense.
Let's try and make sense. What happened the past 2 months? Why haven't we been talking? Okay, so our brains melted. We decided to just quickly drive back to the UK. We used some of our emergency funds to do that, because if some of you may know, we have a 1 fuel tank a month rule when we have to break it in August. So we came back. Then naturally, all of you UK van lifers would know, as soon as you come back to the UK, it snowballs. Events, people, friends, family, doctor's appointments, basically chaos. I think actually that stands true for any person who goes back to their home country. There's always just so many things, and you start wondering, why did I come back?
So that was pretty much the entirety of September.
August.
Well,
that was August.
Back end of August and September.
Fine. So, mind you, we go to events because we like events, we see friends because we like friends, and we see family because
we like family.
Most of the time. So we're not complaining, but we're also acknowledging that is a tiring activity, because you get socialed out, especially at the end of a summer, spring season where events have been going on for a while. So that happened, and then we're like, okay, whoa, whiplash, what just happened? Where do we stand? And throughout all of that, it was really hard to release videos.
Or even edit videos, let alone release.
We had, basically we have a lot of footage. Oi, you make it even shorter.
Come this side. My arm was getting tired. You rambled for like 4 minutes. There you go.
Right, I'm taking camera duties now, so it can be the right height. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling, and I said I want to make sense. So basically, our time is jam-packed. We obviously have a lot of projects. Sam has a part-time job that he does from the van, which is wonderful, but it does take up some of the time for editing and filming and such, which is unfortunate. But we're trying to get back in the swing of it. Now, amidst all of that, we're still running Freedom Strider. I do product development for Freedom Strider because some of you will know, we've mentioned this before, obviously we do PDFs, van layout planners for van conversions, and we've started doing like van build consultations. Quick note guys, I thought I should mention that we're doing it 25% off to the first 5 people that click the link for a van build consultation, so make sure that you grab that if you need a van build consultation and need help. So yeah, that's it, carry on. So that's been happening, and obviously that takes time. Have to prepare for that because troubleshooting why solar panels are not working over the other side of the world by camera takes some prep time. So basically that's been going on, and because I've been doing product development and talking to a lot of you behind the scenes about how we can help you with all of these van build stuff and how we can support you, that's just been taking a lot of our time, and kind of the free content has been suffering, which is a real shame because I really like kind of keeping the story going. Though, good news, we're still filming. Obviously we're filming now. We have some fairly important videos coming up, which for one, some of you will be very pleased that we have fixed an issue. Multiple issues. But the big news, which will be revealed within the next few weeks, is we figured out the problem with the van squeaking. Remember when we, called the tow truck in France? All will be revealed. It's actually ongoing, we're still fixing it, but we know the problem. And while we back in the van, this is a very short walk.
Again!
Let's go. So a lot of things have been going on. There's big things in the works that we're very excited about, and actually we are measuring other vans, by the way guys. So I'm talking about our layout planners, which is sketches of various vans, both blank and with measurements, like scale drawings, just for context. But anyway, so some of you have been asking for different vans, so that we measured a new crafter, and we are hopefully going to measure a
the Seville van, so
yeah.
Peugeot Boxer type van.
Yes.
In probably the next coming months as well. So I don't know when that will be out, but we are.
But it's coming. We're doing it. It's just obviously there's only
in amongst everything else, and there's only 2 of us.
Yeah, there's only 2 of us, and there is only one of me that can do the sketches. So all of that has been very overwhelming, and been really trying to prioritize our health, fitness, because some of you know I've had a long history with getting healthy, dropping my weight, balancing all the various things that come with wellness. And since the end of van build, that suffered. When we prioritize our health, there has been a significant decrease of time where we actually get to work on our projects, and that's been really tough on us because like we really want to get these things out. You lot are asking for them, and that makes us really excited, and we really want to do them. Yeah, and basically that whole cycle is going on where we're trying to balance our health versus our excitement in doing the projects, and obviously actually making money so we can support ourselves in certain ways
and live.
And then there's the whole geographical question of where we're gonna be, which it's a very vanlifer problem. It's like there are too many places for me to go.
Yeah, so we
and the question of staying around the UK for convenience sake, for ordering stuff, being around family, going to events, just being in a familiar place to be efficient. Like you think, oh, I'll be efficient when I'm in a familiar area, which is true, but then there's so many other bits that come with being in a familiar place when there's people that are asking for your attention.
And also the UK is not that van lifer friendly in comparison to Europe, so finding places to park up is much harder. Actually, we were talking about this the other week. There's kind of benefits.
We talk about it every week.
Benefits and negatives of being in the UK versus being in Europe. In the UK, you've got very easy unlimited internet and the ease of ordering things, familiarity, and friends and family. But on the downside, you've got not many places easily able to park up. The weather is usually worse, and there are a lot of things tugging for your attention. Meanwhile, in Europe, you can be more independent.
So when you like want to buckle down and just work on a project, it's really hard because all of the things mentioned above. So when you just want to hunker down and work, is actually much harder to do that in your familiar home base,
which sounds counterintuitive.
Yeah, than actually leaving and having basically all the time for yourself. But exactly. I'm sure you know this. This is just us answering what's been happening and what's been going on, because we're fine. We're dealing with it. It's kind of a bit of a, I guess, if we're doing this in life,
we're in one of the dips.
Here.
Hopefully coming up again. I hope so.
Well, yeah,
I think so.
We're fine. Obviously, we're filming this video. I'm super happy that we finished releasing our summer content, because I was like, we cannot be releasing our summer content
in October
and complaining that it's hot in winter. It was driving me nuts, and it's so hard to edit them, because the editing issue, guys, we didn't explain, is that we don't want to keep living in the past. And when you film your life, you kind of spend 1 or 2 days of your week sort of reliving the past, because you're re-editing your life, essentially.
Yeah, and if you're editing kind of what happened maybe a week or two...
What are you doing? Seriously, cameraman.
Yeah. And I guess if you're editing what you've done like a week or two ago, that's generally fine. But as soon as you start editing things that happened months ago, you're kind of like, that's so long ago. I've done so many things since then. And it's... I don't know, it just wasn't good for us.
Yeah, it wasn't doing us too well on the like mental health aspect, because it was like, instead of working together on this secret van life Freedom Strider project, we're going to have to basically edit something we did last week, or even the beginning of the week. It doesn't matter when it was filmed. It was just kind of the problem that we had to edit. So we don't you didn't have to edit, but we want to edit.
Yeah.
At the same time as doing the other tasks, so that's why we have to edit. Exactly. So like all the have tos are self-imposed, by the way. We do recognize that. So that's just what. Okay, fine. I'll hold it. Yeah. That's what's been going on, and there's lots of bits going on. I'll leave the links in the description for all the relevant stuff I mentioned. I feel like I mentioned like 10 billion projects. It might be a bit confusing. But yeah, there's things that are already live should you need any help or service of the things we're doing.
And it also doesn't help that throughout all of this and our, shall we say, inconsistent releasing schedule and all of that, YouTube has decided to take that and go, yeah, your videos are going to tank now because you're not releasing weekly as you were, which doesn't help. So I guess subscribe if you like our content, if you're not already, and click the bell so that you can be notified when we do eventually release videos, no matter what day that would be.
No pressure. We're releasing Tuesday and Friday at the moment, by the way.
At 5 UK time again.
At 5. Oh, by the way, I was thinking we could do a live stream, because there are quite a few kind of questions that have come through. But if you have any burning questions you want to ask us or anything, then just leave them in the comment section of this video, and we'll do a live stream to answer them in the coming weeks, maybe. So I was thinking that could be done to just catch everybody up to speed. With any luck, we're going to be releasing regularly now, please. And we're thinking of doing slightly easier videos, kind of more sit-down videos, kind of chat to you a bit more on topics and answer questions concerning van life and van building as well. And obviously there'll be vlogs interwoven into all of that. It's just it won't be like every week a vlog, because a vlog takes 10 hours to edit minimum. Yeah, so we're here, we're fine. It's just we've been taking some me time or us time or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. How do you end these?
Huckleberry.
Okay.